Rock and Roll Star by Oasis. If you're watching this in the UK and you're learning electric guitar, you're probably thinking fantastic and you can't wait to learn this song. If you're watching this in America, you're probably thinking, what song is this? I've never heard of it before. Oasis Rock and Roll Star, please check it out. We've got some great live footage on my website if you click here, where you'll find the chord sheets that we'll be using and the tab. We're learning the intro solo, the middle solo, and both ways of playing the chords to this one, because we've got the bar chords version and also a version with the capo at 2nd fret, which is accurate to the way that Noel Gallagher played it in sort of mid to late days of Oasis, basically, so in the 2000s. That way is much easier to play this whole song and the riff itself that makes up the song, really. Please subscribe if you dig this tutorial. Let's get straight in for a close-up. Rock and Roll Star by Oasis. We are going to cover all the parts here, but we are going to begin with the solo, which is my #1 easy guitar solo for beginners, and it's really good for teaching and learning string bending. So we're going to begin, no capo at the start, and I'm going to be teaching each section of this song in sections. Those sections are all in the description below, so you can find where we are, but we have no capo to begin with, and we're going to set our fingers with the first finger at 4th fret on the 3rd string and the 3rd finger on the 6th fret of this 3rd string. So 1, 2, 3. And what we need to do is we're going to play the 3rd finger at the 6th fret, but we're going to immediately bend it up, and we need to bend it up with support from our middle and 1st finger. Now, we tend to assign a finger a fret when we play lead guitar. However, it's cool if, what we need to do is have our fingers on an angle like this to be able to bend up, okay? We don't want to be pushing up like this. We're going to push up in this kind of fashion, pushing more from the wrist. More about that in a second. You need to support your bends with more than one finger, okay? So this is what we're going to go for. That, okay? We're pushing up the 6th fret to the pitch of the 8th fret. Okie dokie. And to do that, we have our thumb over the top, we have our 3rd finger on the note that I've just said at 6th fret. Middle finger and 1st finger, wherever is comfortable. They can bunch up a little bit more if they want, but I think just on the edge of, almost on top of the frets themselves, on top of 5th fret and 4th fret, gives you a good amount of support to get it right up there. Because this is a 2 fret bend, so we're bending this to the pitch, not 1 fret but 2 frets above the note that we're actually playing, above this note. It almost, physically, the string almost gets up to not 1 but 2 strings. Almost. So physically, that's kind of a good eye line to be thinking about as you're pushing this note up. However, you want to be doing it by ear, by the sound of it. And after that, we just unbend. So pick this note, unbend, and then play our 1st finger at 4th fret. That is, in essence, this lead line. There's a couple more notes to it, but that will get you way over halfway. So we have part 1, the bend up, pick again, unbend, without that note ever stopping. So timing wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And we can give this note some vibrato if that's something that you're comfortable doing. We have 4 notes before, in between those 2 sections, in between the repetition. So this happens twice. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That happens twice. And that's our lead line, okay? So those 4 notes in between, our 1st finger at 4th fret, 4th string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is part of the B major pentatonic scale. And a lot of Oasis guitar solos are based on this major pentatonic scale rather than the minor. So this is a B note, this is our B bar chord that we'll be playing a little later for the rhythm sections. All that kind of thing to come. This is a B note. That's the B minor pentatonic scale. And that is the notes that Noel Gallagher plays for the solo of this song. So just to recap, we start with the bend, straight up. We do want to hear the bend up, so you know, don't push first and then hit it. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. That's the whole thing. That is my number one guitar solo for beginners. Let's play it together and then we'll crack on with the rest of the song. And we're doing the proper solo. All of that is in this video a little bit later. Let's just make sure we've got this intro first of all. Here we go. Bend up first on beat 1 in 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okie dokie, and then we do a pick scrape along your thickest string, as long as you've got some overdrive on your sound, and it will sound like that. And I recommend doing it, if this is what your pick look like, recommend doing the pick scrapes with this side, because you'll probably start to get some lines in your pick as you scrape it down the string. So if you do it on the bit where you pick, you're damaging your picks and it's going to harm your picks, whereas if you do it on the bit that you don't pick, so this side, it won't hurt your picks and you'll always be able to do it. So that is my number one lead line. After that, okay, here's where it gets a tad technical but also easier, because we have 2 rhythm guitar parts for the different members that were in Oasis at any one time. We have Noel Gallagher, who, as far as I can research, most of the times, at least in latter day Oasis, used to play with a capo at 2nd fret, making the chords to this song an A major, generally played with 1st finger, so this is with capo 2nd fret, D major, and G. Nice, easy chords, okay? So for all of the riff and everything, that's what we'll be doing, okay? And I'm going to teach that first. However, later in this video, links in the description to exactly when this time will be, we can also do the same thing with bar chords, which is kind of the Bonehead section, you know, that's kind of where Bonehead used to play it, the old guitarist in Oasis, and Gem Archer used to do it that way as well. But as this is primarily a channel for beginners and this way is slightly easier, we're going to do it with a capo at 2nd fret first. I have a chord sheet for each of those versions, just as a reminder, on my website, which you'll find by just clicking here. We need to play the A chord with our 1st finger. This, by the way, both of these will be in the same key that we learn, because the capo's transposing the key, that's what's happening. But all of these are in the key of B, but this A chord sounds like a B when we have a capo at 2nd fret. We need to play the A chord with a flat 1st finger, like this, as I teach at level 3 of my beginner's course, the 1 finger E and A chord. Check that out if you haven't already. And the riff we need is... Okay, so there we have down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. So right hand, down, 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 up, down, up. And then we have the 1st finger, up and down, up and down. After that, third and little finger without the capo, without paying attention to that, this is 9th fret. This is the last dot before the double dot, and we just push up with the third and little finger. Very minor pentatonic. And we're just doing this. All of those were kind of Chuck Berry style. That's where Noel Gallagher nicked it from, basically. As we all do, 100%. So the line we're going for is down, 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 down. Once you have those components, you can start to experiment with adding in a couple of extra strums there. Whether you prefer to bend it down or bend it up is a bit of a personal preference. Many of you will find bending it down totally easier. There's a couple of rules with that, but I'll cover those in other things later on. That's the bulk of it, okay? So that happens twice. Let's play it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, probably easier to go down, really. And then we have a B minor chord, which you could do as a bar chord, to a G major. I'd play the G with the third and little finger, because we're playing Oasis songs, obviously. Or we could do a B minor like this, in accordance with a B minor from my Improver bar chords course, which is available on the website. 1, 2, 3. And I think that one's the one that we'll go for the remainder of this lesson. So 1, 2, 3. It's just such an easier way to play a B minor. Okay. And they are all the verses, and that's the same rhythm part that's going underneath the solo section as well. So it's pretty simple, this song, in terms of structure. That twice, B minor, down, 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 up, down, and then we're just hitting up strums, really. Up, 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 down. So that's down, 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 up, down, up. And then back to the section. Days running just too fast for me. I need some time in the sunshine. I got to slow me right down. Days running just too fast for me. Okie dokie, the bridge with the capo at the 2nd fret. We have an F sharp minor chord, but we're not playing this as a bar because we want to use the open string. So we're hitting the thumb over the top. Third and little finger are where they would normally be on an F sharp minor bar chord. At 4th fret proportionate to the capo. First finger only has to go here. 2nd fret proportionate to the capo. Just there, okay? And therefore we have these nice open strings, okay? You can choose to either play a note or just deaden with the thumb. And this is quite similar to what the strumming pattern that we did for the B minor to G at the end of the verse. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. To a D or a D sus2. Whichever you want to do. That's a sus2, which is without the middle finger. And then back to the first finger. Nice and easy. And then the G chord. E major. Now you're concerned about the way I feel. Pretty straightforward if you're following that chord sheet. And this F sharp minor, as I say, covered in more detail. And the B minor chord, covered in more detail in my improver bar chords and other improver level chords guitar course available on the website. Chorus with the capo at the 2nd fret. Tonight. Okay, okay, what did I do there? G to a D major. Nice and easy. And it's the same strumming as it goes on just too fast at the end of the verse. Tonight. Exactly the same, okay? Those are all the sections with the capo at the 2nd fret. We're going to cover how to play this without a capo now, so without the need for a capo at all, particularly because playing the intro lead line with a capo on will be a little bit harder to bend with the capo on. So some people might find it easier without a capo. Definitely recommend having a 9s, so 9-gauge strings, slightly thinner than normal strings on when you're working on this kind of string bending when you're totally new to it. 100% recommend that one. But this is how to play all the rhythm sections and the solo and everything without a capo. The solo will work with a capo as well, but here's a quick demo. Really working this bar chord shape. This is a B major bar chord, and we're still hitting the same 2 notes at what is still 9th fret. We're just not got the capo on, okay? So we keep the middle finger down at all times, and where we would the same riff that we played before. It's exactly the same. Exactly the same riff, but we're using a bar chord instead. And then C sharp minor this time. So this is 9th fret bar chord, no middle finger. Down to 5th fret, major bar chord, so middle finger down. And then back to the B chord. I live my life in the city. There's no easy way out. Days moving just too fast for me. So this would be, to play it this way, you need to follow the chord sheet, which is on my website, that starts with a B, goes to a C sharp minor, and a bar chord, okay? From there, we'd have a G sharp minor, 4th fret bar chord for the bridge. I live my life for the stars that shine. It's down to an E major. You can play it how you want. I would keep the same fingers on the same strings. E major, back to a B. I live my life. That's a G sharp minor for the E major. Stars that shine. B. People say it's just a waste of time, and then they said that I should feed my head. That to me is just a day in bed. Same strumming pattern as we've covered before. Okay? And in my mind, my dreams are real. And now you can
sharp. In my mind, my dreams are real. Now you can't sing about the way I feel. All the same chords as we played before, but the uncapoed version. They'll sound the same though. So for the chorus, without a capo, it's tonight. So we're adding a little bit. A with the first finger, tonight. E with the first finger. Or you could go A major. And to a B. We're playing this B at 7th fret. So we can still play the riff. If you so wish, but you can also play it here. At 2nd fret. I'm adding tonight because I can hear it on the record. Sounds very cool. Kind of standard classic rock playing of guitar, really. Tonight. Then we're on guitar solo. So those couple of chords without a capo. Go down with who I am. A to an E major. Easy peasy. Guitar solo section. This is where we're going for. This is without a capo. If you have a capo on, it will sound exactly the same. The open string will change, but it still sounds cool. So it doesn't matter which way around you're playing it for this to work. There is a variation between the record and the live version. I've got both of them embedded on my website where this tutorial is embedded also. And the record, we start off at 7th fret. So pay no attention to the capo here. We're going 7th fret, so 3, 5, 7, and bending down, and then coming back. Now some of you won't really like doing that, so you may prefer going 7 to 8, 7. Same result, we're then going to come back to a 9th fret at on the 4th string. So the two options are, that's number 1, or number 2. They sound virtually the same. Takes your pick, okay? And then 5, 7. Okay, so we have. That's the full line. That's the start bit. Bending 7 down and back. 9th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, and then 7 to 9 again. 7 to 9. The full lead line in total. That's the first half of it. You can also go. If you so wish. For the live version, just to add a bit more confusion, he actually moves the notes on the 3rd string up a fret. So for that start bit. Take from that what you will, whichever one you prefer. It depends which one you're playing along to, I guess, when you're jamming this. And then, so once we've done this once, we start it again, just that start bit, and then we have a bend. Oh, actually, let's slide. You could bend it. but I think it's going to be best to slide for most people. Choice be yours. So we slide 9th fret to 11th fret, back to 11th fret, and then we hit the middle finger at 10th fret on the 2nd string. And that finishes the line. So in total, okay? And the great thing about having a capo on, if you do choose to play it with a capo, it sounds better on one guitar because you can also hit the that A note kind of ringing out if you so wish. That won't be for everyone, that's just for a couple of people really. So that ending. And then we have, just to finish it up. So 9th fret, 8, 9. And we're also hitting the open D string as well. 8, 9, 8, 9, 9, 8, 9. 9, 8, 9, 9, 8, 9 twice. That's the solo in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can do it with a hammer on, or the live version, you move that one a fret up, so it would become, to make it more, it makes it more in keeping with the major. So 1, 2, 3, live version. Everything else stays the same. Nice and easy, guys. Really, really cool for beginners to kind of get used to this. Then the very ending of the song. If we don't have a capo, this is rock and roll. I kind of think this ending goes on too long, but so do a lot of Oasis songs, to be honest. The ending often drags. F sharp major to E major. 1, 2, 3, 1. This is rock and roll. And if you do have a capo on, that would be E to D. So it is a lot easier with a capo on. This is rock and roll. Okay, that's how to play Rock and Roll Star by Oasis. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and check out these other lead guitar tutorials on my channel. And remember, we have a full lead guitar course coming in November of 2017. I hope you'll join me for that one, and see you in another video. Bye for now.